When was the last time you sat in complete silence? No phone, no music, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. For most people, silence is terrifying. We live in a world where silence is almost non-existent. There's always something demanding our attention: notifications, conversations, background noise. But here's the thing. What if I told you that the key to deep thinking, true self-awareness, and even power, both personal and social, lies in the one thing most people avoid: silence? Great minds throughout history understood this secret. Carl Jung believed that true self-awareness could only be achieved in stillness. The Stoics saw silence as a source of control, and Zen monks practiced silence to reach enlightenment. Yet today, we do everything we can to escape it. In this video, we'll uncover why silence is so feared, and why it holds the key to mastering your mind, controlling social situations, and unlocking a deeper understanding of reality itself. Because those who master silence master themselves. The psychological power of silence. Let's start with the mind. What happens when you remove all external noise? At first, your brain resists. You might feel restless. Your thoughts begin to race. But after some time, something fascinating occurs. Your mind shifts into a deeper state of thinking. A 2013 study found that silence actually helps the brain generate new cells in the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. Another study showed that just 2 hours of silence per day leads to increased brain function, improved creativity, and reduced stress. Yet despite these benefits, most people can't handle silence. Why? Because when there's no distraction, we're forced to face something we often avoid: our own thoughts. Think about this. Have you ever turned on music or a podcast, not because you wanted to listen, but because you wanted to avoid silence? This is common. Most people are uncomfortable being alone with their own minds. The moment the world gets quiet, their inner world gets loud. Unresolved emotions, fears, doubts, all the things buried beneath the surface begin to rise. But here's the truth. If you can't sit in silence with yourself, it means there's something within you that you're afraid to face. And the only way to overcome that fear is to go deeper into silence. This is why great thinkers, from Nietzsche to Marcus Aurelius, all practice solitude. Silence as a tool for deep thinking and creativity. Silence is not just about self-awareness. It's also the birthplace of creativity and deep thought. Throughout history, some of the greatest ideas, inventions, and breakthroughs have come from moments of silence. Isaac Newton discovered the laws of gravity while sitting under a tree, alone, in deep thought. Albert Einstein was known for going on long, silent walks to think through complex ideas. Nikola Tesla believed that true genius came from periods of deep silence, where the mind could make connections it normally wouldn't. Why does this happen? Because when the mind is silent, it has space to think beyond the surface level. There's a reason why your best ideas often come when you're in the shower, on a quiet walk, or just before you fall asleep. In those moments, your brain is free from external noise, allowing it to process deeper thoughts, make unexpected connections, and spark creativity. But here's the problem. Modern society is designed to destroy this ability. We're constantly bombarded with information: social media, emails, news cycles, advertisements, and the more we consume, the less we think for ourselves. The result? Most people never experience true silence. And without silence, deep thinking becomes impossible. This is why the smartest people in the world deliberately create silence. They take time to disconnect, to step away from noise, and to think. And if you want to develop real intelligence, creativity, and insight, you need to do the same. Silence and social power. Why the most powerful people are the quietest. Now let's talk about something fascinating, the social power of silence. We often associate power with loudness, people who talk the most, dominate conversations, and command attention. But in reality, the most influential people are often the quietest. Think about some of the most powerful leaders in history: Marcus Aurelius, Buddha, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. None of them were loud, aggressive talkers. Instead, they used silence strategically. Silence makes people uncomfortable. It creates mystery, and when used correctly, it shifts power in your favor. Here's an example. Imagine you're in a negotiation. You make an offer, and then you go silent. What happens? The other person starts talking. They start justifying, revealing their thoughts, and sometimes even lowering their demands, just to fill the silence. This is a well-known psychological trick used by master negotiators, CEOs, and even interrogators. Silence makes people reveal themselves. The person who talks less in a conversation always holds the power. So the next time you're in an important discussion, pause more. Let the other person fill the gaps. Watch how the dynamic shifts in your favor. The war against silence. Why society wants you distracted. If silence is so powerful, why is it so rare? Because modern society is designed to keep you distracted. Big tech companies, media outlets, and corporations thrive on keeping you constantly stimulated. The more you consume, the less you think. And the less you think, the easier you are to control. This is why silence is almost non-existent in today's world. From the moment you wake up, you're bombarded with notifications, news, advertisements, all designed to keep you engaged. And here's the scary part. When you're always consuming, you never stop to ask, who am I? What do I truly believe? What do I really want? But those who embrace silence break free from this cycle. They stop reacting. They start thinking. And in doing so, they take back control of their own minds. So how do you embrace silence in a noisy world? 1. Start small. Set aside just 10 minutes a day to sit in silence. No distractions, just you and your thoughts. 2. Use silence in conversations. Pause more. Speak less. Let others reveal themselves. 3. Go on silent walks. Step away from technology and walk in nature. Let your mind wander freely. 4. Try a digital detox. Reduce unnecessary noise in your life. Limit social media, turn off notifications, and create space for deep thought. 5. Practice meditation. Learn to sit in silence with yourself. This is where the deepest insights arise. And here's the ultimate truth about silence. Those who master silence master themselves. And those who master themselves master the world. The question is, can you handle the silence?